Time to watch the hunter do the hunting. As you can see, he is slowly moving down the stick just to get to the cricket. Now, if you may notice, this cricket is missing a leg. I did not remove it. This is how I found him. Thinking that he would not survive too long in the wild, I would put him out of his misery in a scientific way. He's already trying to reach for it. Let me see if I can twist the glass for him. So you see he's hanging perfectly upside down. What a specimen he is. Or she. He's almost perfectly still. Both of them. And then, oh, are we gonna get this right? There we go. And there he goes, going down. Look at that. He's eating just right there, upside down, goring himself like hell. At this point, he is gonna be perfectly still for the most. So I just took his cap off so I could more easily maneuver the glass, see him while he eats. Those of us who are queasy, I do apologize. There he goes. Straight at. Oh, and I think if you will notice, his eyes are turning a lighter color. So I noticed that when I initially found him, his eyes were almost a perfect brown that matched his body. And when I brought him in, his eyes turned a deep red. So they're unique. He's really getting in there. Went for the head first, I think. So once he eats this, he may be full for a good few hours. I probably should wash his little cup, a little closure. There are some small defecations I may or may not have found. This is what I theorize they are. Small, like these little brown pellets you may see here. There he goes. Or there she goes. How was dinner? So kind of an awkward angle, but you can more or less see the action. He's sort of just chewing on the antennae at this point. Again, apologies for the blurriness. It's kind of difficult to hold a bottle with a near perfect predator in one hand and a phone filming him at one in the other. It's made his way almost entirely through the head at this point, or her way. You remember that. Excuse me. Getting all them juices up from it. Now, this was a pretty small cricket, and I also noticed that he's also pretty small himself. If I had brought in a full-size cricket, it would almost be the entire size of that of his middle thorax. And I'm theorizing that might put up a lot more of a fight and damage his body in a way that would be not good to notice. I got very lucky finding this smaller cricket that may or may not have been a juvenile. Luckily, I also found a large housefly, and that may or may not be his breakfast. He is only eating one bug a day. That might be a little sparse for him, but unfortunately, due to my schedule, I haven't been able to really feed him as much as I would like. I'm hoping that in the days coming up to his inevitable reprocessing, I should say, I'll be able to feed him a little more, give him some more adequate meals. So another thing I noticed is that there are a lot of spiders in my area. Absolutely, it is spider season. The spooky month is coming. Oh, some little life left in there. The spooky month is coming. A lot of spiders everywhere. Now, I don't want to put spiders in here because, one, I don't want to get bit and possibly poisoned in some way. And on top of that, I also don't want Winston or Winona to get poisoned in any way, because if something goes wrong and he's not as prepared as he would be, or he just doesn't feel like hunting at the moment, he leaves himself open to being attacked and possibly killed in a very painful way, especially by a spider. Anyway, this is just a beautiful creature. It's gonna be sad to see him go, but it's all for the sake of science in a way. I suppose while he's eating, I'll take this chance to maybe clean up his jar. So excuse me for a moment. So in basic, I'm going to narrate what I'm doing. I'm going to slowly and gently attempt to remove his stick with him still on it out of the jar. Okay, never mind, that's not working. I don't want his jar to get too dirty. So, if you know from my notes, he is very difficult to handle, and from my previous posting, he does not like coming out of the jar. Or, at the very least, he doesn't like being in there. He will take his first chance to fly around, as he did before. Oh, I think I just saw him defecate. Check this out. So if you'll observe right about here, on his little abdomen, a little ball of what I can assume is fecal matter just appeared. Fascinating. It definitely wasn't there before. And I did sort of see him poop it out, but it's there now. So you can say that he is indeed getting rid of his old meals in a way. He is still trying to eat this cricket. He's sort of going at it like a man would to a chicken. He's like spreading out the legs, getting in there. So I'm gonna very gently try this again. I'll prop up like this. Yeah, kind of. So maybe I'll use the forceps. Up into the cup. G. Egg minute. My family's calling. I must go soon. And that's his temporary holding. And we'll go clean this, and then once he's done with his cricket, he'll just drop the shell, and more or less he'll be good for the rest of the night. And besides that, be good. This is me signing off out at my dirty desk. Bye-bye.